Okay, now we are live, and episode 65 has just ended, guys. You guys saw it, and I have my audio good this time, hopefully. I was trying to stream it like I had my webcam out. There is no webcam today because Vegito, you guys saw, if you saw the preview, you saw the episode, you're here for the review. Episode 66's preview completely overshadowed the entirety of episode 65. Completely. There's not even a point of talking about episode 65, but I'm going to review it anyways. But I want to say, I just about shit my pants when that preview popped up, and Vegito was in there fighting some completely mutated Zamasu. Absolute extreme hype is just under my skin right now. It is incredible. But let's go. We're going to talk about that later, and I'll have my predictions video tomorrow. But this is episode 65's preview, and man, it was a pretty good episode, but after seeing the preview for 66, nothing really matters at this point. Number one, happy birthday. My birthday's tomorrow. That's a great early birthday present, I would say, getting to see Vegito, but episode 65, excuse me if I'm a little bit off task for this, okay? Okay, excuse me. As always, I watched the episode live, and it is translated by Herm from Kanzenshu in a very efficient manner. Herm speaks Japanese. He translates the episodes live, and a lot of things he'll translate is actually a lot better than what you'll see in the fan subs you'll get the next day, so anyways, go to Herms on Twitter, follow him, show him love. But the episode starts off with Zamasu using his light, pretty much immediately, that light that we got in the preview. It's basically, this whole episode is him just destroying us a whole lot of crap, alright? He's destroying so much stuff, and he's losing more. Thanks for the birthday wishes, by the way, but my birthday is not until a few hours, but we will get there when we get there. I want to stream tomorrow for a birthday stream, but we'll see about that. But this whole episode, I'm going to be all over the place because I'm just so hyped from that. I'm so hyped for Vegito now. But the whole episode, he's like, I feel like he's losing more and more control of himself. The more Goku Vegeta fight back, the more control Zamasu seems to lose. He's getting more pissed off and all that stuff. And by the way, yes, guys, I understand that Funimation is finally dubbing Dragon Ball Super. It's funny. I didn't even see a lot of guys doing videos about it. I wasn't home like at all yesterday, so I couldn't really cover it, but it's already out there. Everyone knows about it, so it's going to be pointless for me to even do a video about it. But Funimation is officially dubbing the series. When they're going to have it out, I don't know. But destruction this whole episode. He's losing more control. It looks like he's trying to slowly destroy the Earth almost. He's gloating about his power. Gowasu's standing there in shock. But Zamasu he shoots lightning at Goku and Vegeta, and they block that crap all over. But he's just messing stuff up, destroying parts of the Earth, making molten lava come out of the ground like I had predicted. It's pretty much what it seemed like. He was destroying parts of the Earth. The underground starts collapsing where the rebels are, and they try to get out for safety, but I mean, as soon as one guy steps out, he gets blasted by lightning. Then Yajirobe kind of gets voted to go take a look out there, and he says the ghost is clear, so I mean, there's that. But one guy got melted, but he was a nobody, so who really cares? But the underground's pretty much no-go. It's not a safe place anymore. Not like the above ground really is either, though, right, guys? So it's kind of crazy. Vegeta is really mad at how Zamasu's not even trying to fight these guys. He's toying with them so much. He like spawns this Thunderbird out of him in a part of the episode, which is like a big threat. But he's like so mad because he's not even trying. Zamasu's not trying to attack these guys. He's not trying to immediately kill him. He's just toying with them. And he can kill them at any point, obviously. It's very, very, very clear of that at multiple parts in the episode. But there's a lot of talk. There's just a lot of talk and dialogue about just how powerful the Zamasu merge is. And that's a big chunk of the episode. There's obviously the scene that we know from the preview, or I should say the summary. Mai does eventually give Trunks a sensu bean. There was a point where Goku and Vegeta have to deflect the electricity away from this Thunderbird type of thing. They have to deflect that, and apparently they can for whatever reason. They're powerful enough, but this Thunderbird doesn't seem to be. You see, I'm all over the place now. My mind's not in the right spot because the Vegito, guys. Vegito, guys. But yeah, the Thunderbird, but Vegito. Anyways, regardless of all that, it does look, like I said, it looked like he was destroying the Earth slowly. I mean, if that's what was happening, I don't know. The whole world was getting like hurricanes and tsunamis, and the oceans were parting. Android 8 made a very, very pointless appearance. It was kind of weird to see Android 8. I'm sure a lot of people that even watch this video won't know who Android 8 is, and I'm obviously sure a lot of people will know who Android 8 is. He's from Dragon Ball. So, in the chat, we got Milo. When that wasn't Milo, Daniel T just says Vegito, Vegito, Vegito. It's pretty much all that really matters. I don't even know why I'm doing the review. I should just do predictions live or Vegito-gasm live. I don't know. But clearly, Android 8 was the highlight of this episode, guys. But they destroy that, Goku and Vegeta go up to Zamasu, they charge him, they break through him, they destroy that Thunderbird that was kind of messing up the Earth. But they still get melted by Zamasu. They have no chance against him. I don't even know why they're trying. Yeah, Saiyans want to fight, they don't want to give up, but come on, guys. They're on the ground, incapacitated. Trunks and Lisa just form again and block some attacks, deflect some things, but it amounts to nothing. He gets melted, his sword gets thrown away. Doesn't do much, but he gets back up, does a Gallic Gun beam struggle with Zamasu, and then Vegeta gets up to help with the Gallic Gun beam struggle. So you got Vegeta and Trunks doing Gallic Guns against Zamasu, and they actually win this beam struggle. But of course it doesn't do shit because Zamasu is still immortal, guys. Remember, he's still immortal. The immortality did not get taken off like some people thought. Like I was even thinking maybe would happen. I am obviously victim to that. But it's prediction, speculation. It doesn't really matter if you're wrong about something unless it's some crazy theory that like Double 4AIMA would come up with or something. I don't really know. The beam struggle does nothing, though, against Zamasu. He's just pissed off. He loses more control of himself, it seems. And he goes to kill Trunks with some, I think it was electricity that I shot at him. And Vegeta jumps in front of Trunks to save him. And Vegeta gets blasted, is about to go, is pretty much near death. Obviously, they didn't use the sensu beans in this episode, so they're going to use the sensu beans next episode, right? They're going to have to. Goku steps in to fire a Kamehameha, which at the end of the episode looks like it was a successful counter to Zamasu. It looks like his Kamehameha beat his big sphere of destruction shit, I guess. It was a good cliffhanger until they showed Vegito. Then it's just like, well, we already know that shit's about to get real. But I don't know. I can't really talk about this episode too much, guys, because of that shit at the end. It's very difficult to say anything besides Vegito right now. I'm sorry if it sounds annoying. It shouldn't sound annoying because this is going to be... Listen to this, guys. This is going to be one of the greatest moments in the entire Dragon Ball franchise. This mutated Zamasu, I feel like, is going to be on par with Vegito. And I can't wait to go look back at that preview and do my predictions for you guys, because I'm very excited to go back and analyze it. I always love it when the previews have enough meat to speculate and to talk about, because it ain't about the views for those. I mean, hell, if they get a lot of views, that's great. But I love sharing my thoughts with you guys and going out there and getting excited for what I think is the greatest franchise ever made. It really is my favorite franchise. It's the greatest thing mankind's ever developed. So, well, maybe not the best thing I've ever developed, but you know what I mean. It's the best franchise in my opinion. There's few things that can even come close to the excitement of this. Do live predictions. I feel like the reviews are one thing, but I feel like predictions I want to have as their own separate video, launching on a specific time instead of doing it live. But I don't know what else to say about the episode. I probably missed something, but it's just so difficult to talk about. Let's just, for the next few minutes, talk about Vegito hype, guys, because number one, do you guys think that I want to ask you guys in the chat, do you think that Zamasu is actually now trying to slowly destroy the Earth, or do you think he's just losing control? In episode 65, leave 66 out of it for the time being. In 65, though, do you think he's losing more control the more Goku and Vegeta fight back? It seems like he is, to me at least. Ever since he fused especially, I mean, he seems like he's just mad with power. There was a line that I remember Herms tweeted out. Zamasu was talking about being the power, the wisdom, etc. of the universe. So he kind of sees himself as being the supreme ruler, really, of everything. He owns this universe. Everything, really, he owns. He killed all the gods in all the other universes. So he feels like he owns this. Going back on my video yesterday where I talked about, is he the most evil Dragon Ball villain? Anyone that didn't agree with me and Geekdom saying he was the most evil, if anyone's changed their minds, they can put that in the chat. I'm not trying to change people's opinions. It's an opinion. In the end, I think it does come down to Zamasu and Frieza still, but it does seem like that he is losing more control now, and he is trying. Daniel, dude, you always come up with good stuff on these streams, I swear. You always got something. Zamasu is losing his mind. His entire belief system is that the gods are superior to mortals, or that he is superior to mortals. So to be hurt by a mortal would hurt his mental state. It's a very good plan. The thing, it's almost like, he's not powerless to defeat him, but I think in the next episode, especially with his mutation or whatever, which I'm assuming that mutation is, of course, caused by Goku breaking the light barrier or whatever, that we saw in the synopsis stuff. That's going to cause him to mutate, and then they're going to be like, okay, we have to fuse. Unless, I mean, wasn't those episode summaries were legit, right? So Josh only responds to Daniel's post. Daniel usually has the best ones that stick out. A lot of them don't really stick out quite as much. As usually people just saying like, oh, Vegito's awesome. Usually stuff like that. Red Ribbon Army is the most evil. I don't think so about that. Zamasu was Rose when Fusion. Vegito was base when they fused. By the way, I didn't look. I saw Vegito on his base. Was he Super Saiyan Blue in that preview? Because I might have missed that. I didn't see that because I was at the same time texting my friend, be like, holy shit, Vegito. So watch them cancel Super next week and just make you wait another week or something. It's gonna be crazy. He was Super Saiyan Blue at a point. Okay. See, I didn't get to see it. Well, when we look back at the preview, that's why I love doing previews for. You're gonna see the hype really elevate. He was in his base first. So I saw both. Okay, so both base and Super Saiyan Blue. Because I thought I saw Super Saiyan Blue, but I couldn't really remember. It could have been my mind playing tricks on me. I mean, when I saw him, I kind of thought like, hey, my mind's playing tricks on me because Vegito's not supposed to be in here yet, right? But boy, Vegito, how about that, guys? Am I blocked? No, you're still typing in the chat. Whatever I can't read that long ass name. I'm sorry. Josh, remember that old Kaioshin remembered not to fuse while transformed. Well, yeah, they're gonna be in their base when they fuse. But I mean, I mentioned that in my last predictions, I believe, where I said that you have to remember that thing. Green or yellow Patara? I guess we're gonna have to look at the episode to find out. My guess is it's going to be the Supreme Kai earrings, only because and I know it's very subjective on people if they want to look at this stuff, but if it's going to be Gawasu's or the Supreme Kai, Gawasu has green earrings and the Supreme Kai has the yellow earrings. They're both Potara, assuming there's no difference in power. I didn't look at the preview enough to see if it was yellow. People are saying it was the yellow one. Regardless of what people are saying, even though they probably are right, of course, I'm just going to say this. What I was going to say was, in the Dragon Ball Heroes trailer, it did show yellow Potara on Goku when we had that little teaser. So I'm assuming they're going to still go with that. But everyone's saying it's yellow, so they must have seen it. I didn't get to see it. So I also wasn't looking for it because I was just like, holy shit, Vegito's here. Like, what else can you think of when that really happens? Okay, it was enough when one person said it was yellow. I think I saw it already. I'm going to go watch Geekdom 101's episode 66 review. Oh, I didn't know he watched episode 66 already. But go ahead and watch his review. Be better than mine anyways. Yellow, you unconservant bastard. Okay then. But yeah. How's Zamasu gonna bite the dust? That's interesting. I'm assuming he's still gonna be immortal after his mutation. So we're gonna have to see about that. How exactly it happens. But it looks like Vegito did have some problems fighting with Zamasu. At least from what I was seeing, I gotta look back up at the preview, so it's iffy on there, right? Dan says, the color will give you an idea of what might happen next, like Gawasu offering the earrings, but Zamasu stopping him, only to have the Supreme Kai use his earrings. That's what I was kind of thinking when I think I mentioned this back when I did the video on, Vegito will happen. I think I said, at least I said it, or I might have cut it out, or I said it in a different video. I said that there's 2 sets of earrings, so I think that one of them might get destroyed. So yeah, I think that's definitely a plausible thing. Super Boo wiped humanity in a second. Zamasu takes years. Fail. Yeah, Super Boo just put his hand up, tilted his head. He's like, yeah. Destroyed everyone except for Tien, Hercule, the dog, and some other people. But, I mean, wait, was there anyone else besides Hercule, Tien, and the dog? Hell, I don't really remember. Either way, Super Boo still didn't kill humanity. Kid Boo finished off Earth. Although Goku and Vegeta were still alive. Well, Goku was. Vegeta was dead. Either way, do you think Vegeta will be enough to defeat him? You would think so. But there might be something else that has to go down, right? There might be. We don't know. We don't know how this immortality thing's going to work. He's immortal right now. Is he going to be immortal after the fusion? I don't see why it would turn off. It's tricky. It really is tricky. I don't want to say it'd be the Omni King to destroy him, but I don't know. Matthew Stewart says, I'd like to see Vegito push him to the limit, force Zamasu to his breaking point, and then Trunks comes down with the sword on him. I know he's immortal, but somehow there's got to be a loophole. What was interesting in the last episode is that they were focusing on the sword. That kid was looking at the sword as Trunks lost it. I don't know if they're just like, oh, Trunks lost his sword, or if they were focusing on the sword for a reason. I don't really know. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito versus Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. I mean, there's plenty. I think it's pretty clear at this point, that Super Saiyan Blue as a multiplier is stronger than Super Saiyan 4. That's just kind of what I've gathered. Now, don't get me wrong. Super Saiyan 4 is my favorite transformation in the entire Dragon Ball franchise, but I don't see it being a bigger multiplier than Super Saiyan Blue. One of the comics or the files says that Super Saiyan 4 is like a limit breaker. So it's like their potential unlocked almost. So it's not even really a traditional multiplier. But just from what the boost gives, it seems like Blue is stronger. And it would kind of make sense because of all the shit they've done to train to that point. That's just my opinion. But it doesn't matter what's stronger, guys. It doesn't matter what's stronger. What do you like better? That doesn't really matter what's stronger because that's so superficial. It's so superficial. I want to see Vegito versus Beerus before they defuse. It'd be nice, but, I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen. If that sword, Dan again says, if that sword is a Z sword, then Zamasu can be sealed inside of it. Oh my god. You know what, Dan? I'm sure it's not going to happen. Because that's so genius. But if that happens, you have some major props on your way. You got some praise coming your way. Now, because in the manga for Super, you're right. In the manga for Super, Trunks was training with the Z Sword, and he should still have it. Dan, you're a fucking genius. Now, of course, you could be wrong. See, this is why I always call on Dan, guys, because he comes up with some intelligent. You should. I don't know if you have any videos, bro, but you should definitely do some Dragon Ball theories. You'd probably get a shitload of views on them and make some nice cash off of that. But if, excuse me, if he has the Z Sword still, if that's the Z Sword that Trunks uses in the anime, because in the manga he did have the Z Sword, then it's very possible that he could be sealed away somehow. That is so genius that I don't even think Toei or Toriyama would have thought of that. I don't think they would have thought of that. So I don't think it's going to happen, but I think that is the best one of the best theories of this entire arc. I really do, Dan. That is an impressive theory you came up with there. My God, you just hyped me up. What are your thoughts on Zamasu's mutation? I'm very interested in that. Well, Matthew, I mean, the thing is like, well, what I said earlier is that we know from the episode synopsis that we know that Goku in episode 66 breaks through Zamasu's light barrier, I guess. But like, wait. But he was already up to Zamasu in this episode, so what does that even mean? I don't know, but if they're breaking through the barrier of light, if he unleashes another barrier of light, he's doing another sweep, another carpet bombing across the earth, basically. Then I mean that would cause the mutation because it says something strange happens to Zamasu. That would be that strange thing, right? So, I mean, I think that would really be it. Charles Bradley said Z Sword destroyed. Well, not in the future timeline. It's not. It's not confirmed that it's destroyed, is it? So, should still be around. Didn't future Deborah destroy the Z Sword by turning it to stone? They didn't say that was the Z Sword though. I have to look to tell you the truth, Eric Gruber. I mean, I would honestly have to look back at the Deborah thing, but if he did destroy a sword, number one, they didn't really say that was the Z Sword. The thing about the anime is that they never said if Trunks was using the Z Sword or not. I mean, it's obvious that sword was a different sword than what Trunks is using now. Are they even doing the Z Sword bit in the anime? That's the thing. Or are they just saying, hey, Trunks has a sword? The thing is, the Z Sword was only from the manga. So maybe they'll decide to add that in. How could that little girl retrieve the Z Sword? I mean, it's not stuck in the stone anymore. I mean, it is stuck in the ground now, though, isn't it? I guess. I don't think she was going to take it. I think that she was looking at it, and I think that there was a reason, I feel like, that the camera was focusing so much on the Z Sword. Or, not the Z. I should say Trunks' sword, because we don't even know if it is a Z Sword in the anime. Shit. If Zamasu is immortal, then they will have to find something to seal him with. Something, and the Z Sword would not require a seal. Again, Dan with the good points here. Although, yeah, if he's still immortal, so what are they going to do? Call Zeno down to destroy him? Like, there's only a few things that can be done. Rex8483 says Z Sword plus Mafuba. By the way, if I don't say your name with the question, it's because I can't pronounce your name or read it. And that's just the honest truth. Or I forget. But some of you guys have some 30-character names, and, it's kind of tricky. And that's my polite way of not messing up someone's name, is by ignoring their name. Remember, Elder Kai, I'm going to try to say this guy's name. I will try to say his. Rimikusu. Probably butchered it, probably didn't, whatever. Remember, Elder Kai said, go SSJ after fusing, not before, because it would basically be too hard on the body. And Merged Zamasu is maybe half immortal. Look at chapter 503, page 1. Well, we all know that statement, but I mean, do you think that that's going to mess with his lifespan, or do you think that's going to have some effect on his is that going to do his mutation? Because that's the trick here, right? That's the key. So I don't really know. But by the way, to finish up my episode 65 review, episode 65 was good. Cool action. Cool animation. Although the scene where Vegeta goes and jumps in front of that lightning to save Trunks, the silhouette of Vegeta looked really bad. Like, it looked so bad, that silhouette of Vegeta. If I remember that little scene, the animation there was really lackluster. It just looked goofy as hell. But yeah, the episode was okay. But Vegito, I'm sorry that it was not a really good review, but I am having a lot of trouble talking about it. Rate at 1 out of 10. I mean, you might as well give it a 1 out of 10 after that preview. Holy shit. But I think that's probably a decent enough spot to, well, maybe, I don't know. Anyone's got some final thoughts they want me to talk about, comment them down in the chat. I really should have a drink of this tea because my mouth is dry, and I'm dying here. But I'll let you guys put some stuff in the chat right now, and we'll do some final thoughts. Let's see. What if Torotaro alternates to Gogeta in the manga? I don't think he's gonna. There's gonna be too much explanation need to be done. Goku's gonna need to teach him the fusion dance in the manga, and all sorts of things. Let's take him, Matthew Stewart. Let's take a moment to remember that guy that got wiped out by Zamasu's lightning bomb. Yeah, he got melted. Absolutely melted. Rex says that destroy the time ring. That might kill him. Now, and Daniel agrees, and Daniel is basically at this point he's God tier, right? So he says actually Rex destroying the time ring might work. I'm curious though, like, would that like why? Well, I'm curious of why you guys think that might work. I'm a little confused. Anyways, while we're waiting for that, hashtag Vegito made you come. Everyone on Twitter, get that trending. Hashtag Vegito made you come. Holy shit, I dropped my phone. No big deal. Doesn't matter. Let's see what else we got here. Vegito made this episode look like nothing. Yep. Do you think Zamasu is gay? No, I think that he just doesn't care about immortals. So, how long will the brawl last? 1 episode, 2 episode, 3? Hopefully 3. I mean, the thing is, I'm going to talk about this in my predictions too. The thing is like, it made it seem like there was a good portion of the next episode dedicated to their fight as Vegito. So it's not like something that's coming in at the end of the episode and leaving right away. It's not that. Doesn't seem like it. Do you think Merged Zamasu's time ring was broken? That's why he's so messed up. Remember that the time ring keeps Goku Black from disappearing from the timeline. Okay, so I forgot that information. Okay, so that could be a thing then. That could be what Dan and Rex were talking about then. That might be it. But I don't know if they're going to do the time ring destruction. That's really interesting, though. But I think that the mutation, again, is based off of what we saw in the synopsis, which was the light being broken through, that wall of light, I guess. Like, but I don't know where that wall of light's coming from. Like, it seems like that's not something that's being focused on. Like, I don't know. It's really weird. But it seems like that's what was making them get messed up. No, wait, I got something to say. Shadow Shenron, you better say it. You got time. You got time to say it, Shadow Shenron. Don't worry. Everyone's starting to drop off of the stream anyways, and I'm about to end it pretty soon, so I think 30 minutes are good. Although I'm going to have to cut off, I think, the first 3 minutes of this where I didn't talk at all. But we'll figure that out. I'll edit that. Oh, Shadow Shenron, I'm going to be waiting for you. You're my last guy to wait on here. But in the meantime, let's see here. There's just a lot of people talking about the time ring making Goku Black disappear, so. Okay, then. What would happen if someone breaks the Fusion's Patara earrings? Please answer. I mean, they would stay fused. The thing is that it'd be the same as taking the earrings off. It's not going to defuse the user. They're going to be the same. It's not going to mess up anything. They'll be exactly the same. All right, Xiao Shenron. Last statement of the night. I think that Vegito should stay the same because the normal and Namek Dragon Balls can't defuse them, so they need the Super Dragon Balls. Well, the Namekian Dragon Balls should be able to defuse them because they defused Kibito Kai. So, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work on... I don't see why it wouldn't work on Vegito at all, really. But I guess regardless, they could use a Super Dragon Ball to defuse, but they shouldn't have to. I mean, even the Earth ones might be able to be strong enough to defuse them, but... I mean, yeah, the Namekian ones would be able to defuse them just like they did with the Kibito Kai, so... Yeah. But, I think that's a good spot to... I mean, maybe I'm wrong, who knows, but... I think that's a good spot to end it off on, guys. But, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It was an interesting, review, I guess. I mean, it's titled review. I reviewed the episode in the beginning and then kind of went away, I guess. Yeah. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching this stream. And, of course, I'll catch you guys later.